that your whole podcast started off with the fact that the Fat Joe said that 50% of this was on
zero.
And you say zero. And you say you're not. You're not.
Let me explain though. I can explain how it's zero.
Please tell me how it's zero.
Okay, look at me.
Please tell me how it's zero.
So hip hop derived from music prior. Hip hop is just a remix of.
We're going 73 and up.
Yeah. So
now we're going 73 and up.
So 73 and up. So hip hop derives from James Brown, the Breaks. West Coast rap started from Funkadelics. Okay. Breakdancing and b-boying came from Oakland, my nigga. Motherfucking Soul Train Music Awards. It's in the Music Awards, but Soul Train Dancers, my nigga. That came out of Oakland, my nigga. As far as spray painting go, graffiti, that came out of Philly, my nigga, by Black American, by I forgot his name exactly. But as far as rapping go, we've been rapping since Pygmy Markham, my nigga. Ali was rapping, my nigga. I'm gonna show videos on this of in the 1940s that blacks was rapping. Puerto Ricans wasn't in here yet. And coming to the 1940s. Y'all was immigrants before the 40s, you know that? Y'all wasn't even Americans. Let's get that. Get that. So we was dancing before y'all came. Y'all learned how to dance from us. We was rapping before y'all came. Y'all learned how to rap from us. We had breaks before y'all came. Y'all get from us.
No, I know. I'm gonna cut you off on the first two. Off rip. Dancing, no. Dancing is
hip hop dancing, nigga. Break dancing, nigga. That dancing. I ain't talking about salsa shit.
Bro. I really want to understand. I really want to understand.
I love it.
What is the percentage that Puerto Ricans play for hip hop?
Creating on contribution.
I'm talking about from
creating zero.
No.
Creating absolutely zero.
Go ahead. All right.
Zero.
Wow.
None.
Zero.
You say that
they created none.
That's
they
crazy.
mimicked. They copied. They imitated. They created none of it, nigga. Put that on record, nigga. Tell Fat Joe. Tell Cohort. They created none of it, nigga. They mimicked us, my nigga.
So listen.
Everything I said was confirmed. So every Puerto Rican in my comments, every nigga who comment, nigga owe me a goddamn apology. Every goddamn immigrant, every goddamn Caribbean, everything I said in the past on every episode I said was absolutely true. Even though I was guessing all that shit. I was completely guessing it, but I'm a king of surmising. I could put information together and shit didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for us to have something here that they don't got there, but they came here and invented something. Nigga, the elements are not in your fucking country. If hip hop was a cake, I said this before, the South had the flour, the West had the egg, New York had the oven, and everywhere else had different ingredients. But the Caribbean had they had jerk sauce, they had salsa. Motherfucker, we baking a cake. We don't need none of that shit y'all niggas got, y'all ingredients. Y'all just come here and enjoy the fucking cake. Y'all can sit in the living room while we cook in the oven, and then when the cake is done, we pass it out. But y'all can't say y'all cooked this cake. Y'all can't say y'all was here to eat the motherfucking cake. Y'all smelt the cake. Y'all was here while I cooked. But none of y'all niggas say that y'all contributed any ingredients to this. Yes, y'all was here when we made the motherfucker, and there's people outside when we made the motherfucker. But y'all didn't create this. Y'all didn't give no ingredients to this. Because where you come from, y'all don't even have these type of ingredients. That's what this documentation, this movie confirmed. Everything, I guess, because look, it don't take much. You see us breakdancing in black and white footage. You see us tap dancing, but doing breakdancing. You see fragments of rap, precursors of rap in James Brown, Pygmy Markham, and a bunch of other people. You see things happening. You see little spurts of hip hop scattered around. You don't see none of that. There is no documents. There is no records of any of that. There is not one Puerto Rican doing anything like breakdancing anywhere before the 80s, before the 70s. You don't see that. You don't see that. It's not in them. But yet, these motherfuckers want us to believe that we got something from them when they got nothing now. They got nothing today. Everything Jamaica got is because of us. Every successful Jamaican is because of us. Every famous Jamaican is because of us. We inspired the sky. We inspired the without our influence, there would be nobody famous from none of them countries. Let's just put it that way. Nigga, our proximity gave them life. How can you tell the originators that we got something from the biters? You are fucking biters. All of y'all are biters. All y'all sample and loop us to create y'all. All y'all take from us to create y'all. Even the Puerto Ricans took from, the young lords took from the Black Panthers. There is not a situation, an element that y'all don't take from us. We your blueprint on everything. Music, fashion, politics, inventions, contributions. heroism, perseverance. We are the example. Nigga, marching, protesting, getting shit done. We are examples for the world, not just for y'all niggas in our proximity, but for the world. So how the fuck y'all gonna sit here and say, we got something from Jamaica? Nigga, we ain't get no slang from Jamaica. Nigga, we don't want to talk. I did a whole episode about this. We don't want to talk nothing. We don't got no Spanish words in hip hop. There is no Caribbean words in hip hop. How the fuck y'all gonna sit here and say we got anything from y'all? But y'all talk like us, y'all dress like us, y'all got y'all vernaculars like us, your English is like us, your attitude is kind of mimicking ours. What are you talking about? Think about it. We got something from y'all, but we see no traces of it nowhere. But we see everything. Y'all always in our proximities. Y'all do exactly everything we do. The fucking nerve. That's why this movie was relevant, because it put it quite flat. Everything I said though, everything I said is confirmed in the movie. Everything I said. There is not one thing I haven't said I wasn't correct. So all y'all in my comments can eat a big fat dick. Tim Dog can eat a fat dick. Luke can eat a fat dick. Yeah. Nigga, everything I said, nigga, I'm telling you. The gospel is a child of R&B. It's a child of disco era. It's a child of many different forms that came before it. Oh, and funk. We can't forget about the funk, in which Puerto Ricans and Caribbeans had no contributions in. Let's be clear. Caribbeans had no contribution into R&B, Motown, and jazz, gospel, disco. So they had no contributions to nothing that birthed hip-hop. These motherfuckers really are delusional about how Puerto Ricans played a part. Puerto Ricans didn't play no part, nor did Caribbeans. When it comes to hip-hop, when it comes to R&B, when it comes to gospel, when it comes to all these things, all these genres, the best of the best are always Black Americans. No matter how much you try to, act as if, we ain't the shit. Can no one surpass Michael Jackson or Tupac in these genres? Never. On the Caribbean at all, or any Latin countries. So we started the goddamn fashion. First MCs was Coke La Rock, and people have been rapping before the Coke La Rock, like Pygmy Martin and Muhammad Ali. Okay, the first beat of hip hop was Chic, Good Times. You know what I'm saying? The first graffiti artist was the guy from Philly. I think it was Cornbread or Biscuit. The old school doing it was Cornbread. You know what I mean? B-boying, like the B-boy stance. The gods and the earths, we know this. We know there is no aspect that came from no other ethnicity. Now, we give Kool Herc, but they give Kool Herc the fucking, credit for being a godfather, but he didn't invent nothing. He wasn't the first DJ. He give Black Americans the first, he give Black Americans credit for being a DJ. And we know he didn't throw the first party because Black Americans been throwing parties, been playing music way before he came. He came in 67. Our music is older than he is. You know what I'm saying? He just participated, and when the cameras came and when people came asking questions, he jumped in front of it and took credit. Like all immigrants do. They all jump in front of shit. Like Van Body jumped in front of it, the cameras, and took credit and started naming shit, even though he didn't represent the people. But hip-hop, without challenging establishment, without challenging racism, without speaking for the people, is not really hip-hop. It's something else. It's commercial, it's watered down. And that's why it should be separated from the original genre, which is hip hop. Hip hop represents the struggle, the come up, the achievements, the obstacles we gotta go through, we face on a day to day. You could take rap lyrics and put it over any 70s R&B beat or any Motown type beat, anything. It connects. It's a continuation. Days rap at the tempo we rap and Black Americans rap. You could put it to an Isley Brothers beat like Ice Cube did. Like Today Was a Good Day, used by Ice Cube, was used by the sampling of Footsteps in the Dark by the Isley Brothers. It connects. Another example would be Tupac, Dear Mama, Sweet Sadies, Tories B.I.G., Juicy Fruit. Hip hop music is a continuation of R&B, of old R&B, which is old gospel, which is old jazz, and all things that came before it. You can't put a rap beat. You can't put really rap lyrics to like a Jamaican type beat because the BPMs is different. You can't put rap music to Latin music, really. That's why you got to speed it up or slow it down. But Black American music, it connects. It's a continuation. That's why when people can try to give Jamaicans credit for hip hop, you can't give Caribbeans credit for hip hop. You know why? Because they wasn't in the Caribbean. It didn't start in the Caribbean. It started in America. These was Caribbean Americans. These wasn't people fresh off the boat. These are people who was raised by and with Black Americans, like the Latinos who participated in hip hop. They didn't come fresh off the boat. They watched and participated with Black Americans. So that's how when we asked them, what have they contributed, all they could say is we was there or we started it. But you can't say what aspect they started because they didn't start DJing. They wasn't the first MCs. The first MC was black. They didn't make the first beat. The first beat of hip hop on the radio was the Sugar Hill Gang, which was sampled by Good Times by Chic or Chic. You know what I'm saying that was the Black American song. The hip, the dip, the ladies pimp, rappers delight. That was an R&B song with rap lyrics. That's showing you the bridge from one genre to another. It was like a disco R&B type song, which the continuation was rap music. You could take any R&B song just about from the 70s or the 60s and rap over it. You can't do that with no other genre, with no other ethnicity music. That's why we know they have no contribution. Because look, hip hop is dancing, graffiti, rapping, style, right? And mind you, none of the elements of hip hop started in New York City. It didn't start in the Bronx. Welcome back. Big Bad Podcast. I'm your host. So, I went to see Mike Check. I had to support the family. FBAs was in the building. A lot of smiles, a lot of handshakes. It was a good environment. But you know, I'll give you my review. I know ain't too many people that can do this. I know y'all been waiting. I know y'all tuned in. So I'm gonna give you my best to give you my experience, right? Let's get into it. So I went to see Mike Check, right? And I went to go not so much to, for like to learn nothing. I went to, more so the support, you know what I'm saying? Support every initiative. This is an event. It's a pull up. It's a pull out. So, I came to pull out. You know what I'm saying? Me and my nigga Nugget, my little cousin Nugget, he was there. You know what I mean? We went together. It was a good event. So we goes there. First of all, it's a long ass line. I'm like, God damn. Shit started at 6:30. We got there probably like 6. I was like, God damn. So me and Nugget, we in line. First of all, I see no Latinos. I see no Caribbeans. Nigga, I just seen one blonde haired bad bitch, white bitch. Peace to her. I ain't gonna go to white bitch, but yeah, I just seen one blonde haired, blue eyed, bad built.
Peach blonde, bad built, butch body. Peach blonde, bad built, butch body. Peach blonde, bad built, butch body. Butch body, butch body, butch body, butch body.
So, built body, white chick, right? In the line full of nigga, it was the whole block. The whole block was sewn up. So I'm like, damn. So me and Nugget in the line. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go see what's good. See if we later now. I'm saying. So as I go in, somebody say, yo, that's Shadow from Big Bad Podcast. So I kept it breezing. I ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of cool to get noticed. So I go in front. I see Shorty with the white boots, the blue dress. She was a cutie too. Like I'm saying, just shout out to her. She's like the door. I gave her a compliment. She's like, oh, thank you. Like this? Yeah. Was liking that. She was approachable too. Very approachable. So she's smiling and shit. So I'm talking to her. And she come out. Oh, what up, brother? Give me that. Boom, boom. I'm like, oh shit. That was surprising. Gave me that. Kept it breezing. Talking to his people and shit. And the nigga energy was on 10. He was smiling. He was happy. He looked relaxed. He looked comfortable. He looked real comfortable around his people. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga got star quality. The nigga talk like a fucking basketball player. The nigga's built like Patrick Ewing. This nigga long ass arms, tall nigga. You know what I'm saying? Good smile, pretty smile. Nigga, his hair was right. The nigga, he was on his vibe.
Thank you, Tariq, for telling the story, the right story. Great job, Tariq. Yeah.
Make sure you get an Oscar.
So she gave me the information, so I went back to Nugget, told Nugget, hey, Nugget, I'm saying, we good. So, boom. So we get in there and shit, right? So I went to the bathroom first, and I'm gonna get my seat. And yo, I swear to God to you, I had the best seats in the goddamn theater. Like, it was dead in the middle, like dead. It was the center of the movie theater, right? So in order for me to get there, it was a row of niggas. And I was like, damn, I gotta get through this. So I said, yo, excuse me, fam, you mind if I get in the middle? He was like, yeah. He said, yo, you Big Bad Podcast. He said, I watch you, so I fuck with your content. They put out his phone. People he's with like kind of nodding a little bit like they recognize me. I'm like, oh shit. So I recognized twice. I'm saying that was cool. Niggas say shout out to him. LA from Brooklyn. And shout out to his people he was with. I'm saying. So I get in my seat, Nugget, I'm saying, come on. So my seat was it was like 4 seats in the middle that was just like for nobody. I'm like, I gotta have that. Got that. Boom, got in there. Boom, sat down. Nugget came through. And one of the niggas LA was with, some big ass nigga. This nigga was, I'm a big nigga. So like y'all seen me. I'm a big nigga. I wasn't this big. Homeboy came and sat. It was like, this nigga was big as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. The nigga was big. Boom, it's big. Like nigga needed a 3 seats, a 2-seater and shit. It was like a fucking goddamn bear on a tricycle. This nigga he was a huge ass nigga. The seat didn't fit the nigga, but he sat down, boom, arm all on me and shit. Said I'm uncomfortable, but I'm cool because I ain't come for that. I'm saying the first thing I thought about, was okay, people on slave ships had it way worse than this, and they were slaves. I'm free. I'm with my people. Nigga, we here to enjoy this, so I could take a little discomfort. I wasn't tripping, I'm saying. And I felt that he was giving me some grace. I felt he was sucking in a little bit, but he was too big. Shout out to him, though. Nigga, so anyway, get to the movie, watching it, I'm seeing it, boom. First, come on, not biscuit, cornbread. He do his 1-2 thing, boom, boom, do his set. Everything I kind of watched, I kind of knew. And it was kind of funny, they had cornbread, they had Melly Mel, they had Shy Rock, they had another chick too, something D, I forgot her name. Red Alert. They had Dwan B. I don't know why Dwan B was in there, but he gave him good information. But he from California. I don't think Dwan B from the East Coast, but they had Dwan B. They had Lord Jamar was in it. They had Peter Guns in it. I don't know why Peter. He had the most relevant rapper of all time. Peter Gunn, he had no fucking influence because he's from the Bronx. And he had a song in 1998. Y'all put this motherfucker. This was the worst nigga. He better off getting Kid and Play in that motherfucking movie. He was better off getting Kwame. He was better off getting Young MC. Fuck is a goddamn Peter Guns. Better off getting Chubb Rock. I knew most of everything they were saying because, I'm from the culture. Like I'm saying, my parents was born in the early 60s. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the mid 80s. So I went to the hospital. They was playing Kumo D. And when I left, they was playing, Curtis Blow. Like, I'm of it. I'm saying, my Teddy Ruxpin had Radio by LL Cool J. Like, tape I ever heard was Straight Outta Compton. My dad was playing that. I had niggas for life. Like, my uncles had the Chronic, Illmatic, Snoop. Like, I grew up really, I ain't grow up in a church house. I ain't grow up in a square house. I ain't grow up with old folks. I grew up with people that was hip and cool in the 80s. My parents was hip-hop fanatics. My dad's a West Coast type of nigga. My mom's the East Coast type of chick. And in my household to this day, my mom's plays that shit. And my dad loved Tupac and King Von. Like, I'm nothing. My household, this is the first music I ever heard in my life was hip-hop and Anita Baker. First thing I can remember was Anita Baker, really. But that's my shit. So anyway, we in there, we watching it. Everything I ever said on my podcast was all true. But nigga, when I say hip hop started from the South, nigga, I told you niggas hip hop started from the South. Oh,
now you don't.
Like, hip hop didn't start in motherfucking the Bronx. Let's clear that shit right now.
Where did hip hop start?
In the South, nigga.
Where?
Now, in all fairness, he asked me a bullshit question. He asked me where in the South did hip hop start. So for example, right? We don't know R&B started. We know it started somewhere in the South. We know jazz might have started in New Orleans, but we don't know what day, who, or where. Like, we don't know when gospel started. We don't know when reggaeton or who or why or what day or what address it started. Because usually there's never one person that starts something. I'm saying we don't know when rock and roll was started. We don't know none of this shit. My point is this. Hip hop is a baby, right? And it was birthed in the Bronx. Let's give it that much. But the parents had to come from the South. You know why? Because everything else came from the South, such as the R&B that influences James Brown, such as Parliament, George Clinton. All these people, all these musics came from the South. Jazz, the blues, the gospel. All those things are things that hip hop take from and grasp from. You know what I'm saying, like, on top of that. Not just the music part, but the attitude part. Like I'm saying, like the Malcolm X, the ideology, the 5%er, the Clarence 13, the the Nation of Islam. All these things played a part. Even Christianity played a part in hip hop. You know what I mean? So it's not one thing, one place, or one person. It's always a group of people, but it's never really a time in the day because things happen over time. It don't happen at once. Hip hop didn't start at once from one person. Nobody singly birthed hip hop. because hip hop is a collection of things, music, style, clothing. Let's keep in mind, Puerto Ricans can't fucking dress. It's to be an insult, and it's still an insult to say you dress like a fucking Puerto Rican. People still say this amongst black people. So he might not know because he's not one of us. But niggas, goddamn well, niggas like a fucking Puerto Rican. That means change your fucking clothes. That means tighten up, my nigga. That means your swag is off. When I said Puerto Ricans had no contribution, I told you niggas Puerto Ricans had no contribution. Nigga, all the elements of hip hop, like I said before, if you watch the old episode of being a Puerto Rican nigga, all the elements of hip hop didn't start in New York. Like I said, Pygmy Markham, James Brown, the Jubileers, all these people are the founders of modern day rap. They're the precursors of rap. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of kids watching TV, copying what they see on TV. We all played the dozens, so we all got the jokes. We all watched Richard Pryor. Soul Train came out in 1970, so that's kind of before hip hop. So we seen all the dances. Nigga, we the only people that got evidence of us breakdancing in the 20s and the 40s, us rapping in the 20s and the 40s, us tap dancing, us doing a bunch of things, creating a bunch of genres. So whoever claiming that they was part of hip hop or 50 Cent of hip hop or hip hop came from somewhere, nigga, there is no video evidence of nobody in Jamaica doing nothing like hip hop. There is no evidence of nothing in hip hop of Puerto Rico that early. So all the claims niggas do, there is no actual evidence or proof or nothing. Now, some of these are the originators, and a lot of this was biased because this was all Black American production. There was no Puerto Rican in it to defend himself. There was no Caribbeans in it. Hurt wasn't in it. Flash wasn't in it. Bambaataa wasn't in it. And I think those elements are very important. Though hip hop don't need them, but when the cameras came and people got to claiming shit, the cameras caught them. They jumped in front of the cameras. They got the glory for it. Though Flash was an innovator within hip hop. Herc was an innovator of hip hop. He was not a pioneer. Like I said before, Herc came into hip hop. Herc didn't create hip hop. Herc didn't create the breaks. Herc didn't create DJing. He wasn't the first DJ. He was inspired by DJing. Herc didn't bring nothing from Jamaica. Herc completely hit all his Jamaicanness. He hit his accent. He hit his clothes. He dressed like us. He talked like us. He was hip like us. Nobody knew what Herc was from Jamaica. Even Coke Rock didn't know fucking Herc was from Jamaica. His whole culture was pushed to the side, was in his back pocket. His whole culture was ignored and replaced with American culture. The same with everybody else. Bambaataa and all these other people. Nobody knew these people was from Jamaica. Right? Now, there is no precursors in Caribbean. There is no graffiti. There is no evidence of breakdancing. There is no evidence of rapping. There is no evidence of cutting. There is no fashion you'll find in the Caribbean or from the other countries, right? And as far as Africa go, we get this shit from Africa. Nigga, we was completely stripped of everything we knew from Africa from generations. We was constantly stripped of our African culture until we became completely Americanized through generations. So, our African connection, that's not even a factor. We got nothing from Africa. Now, with our DNA, it's our DNA. Whatever our DNA memory is, that's our DNA. We didn't get that from them. That means we are them. So getting something from somebody and being natural to something is different things. We didn't get nothing from them. We kind of was them. So we didn't get nothing from Africa if people keep claiming that shit. Like, think about it. How could we get anything from Africa when we 4,000 miles away and 400 years since we seen a fucking African, and we've been constantly beaten till we lost our memory and gain a whole new culture? How could we get anything from people we don't know or see? There wasn't no technology back then. We wasn't visiting them back then. There wasn't no fucking airplanes back then. We didn't see, nigga, we didn't see Africans until recently, till probably the 1900s. We didn't know what the fuck an African was. We heard of them. We thought they was cannibals because of TV propaganda them as some wild shit that we wasn't. So how the fuck could we get anything from people that we didn't see in 1,400 years, and that's 3,000, 4,000 miles away? And how could we get something from Jamaicans when they're thousands of miles away and we don't visit them? We didn't go to see them back then. We just started visiting Jamaica and all that shit. Like, when we had all this money, we did all these trips and travel and got so cultured and learned we did all these fucking places. Like, nigga, we was poor forever. Nigga, we was trapped in America forever. When the fuck did we see an African or Jamaican? When did we started visiting Puerto Rico? We wasn't visiting Puerto Rico until recently. All this shit is recently to us. Nigga, we didn't have access to all that shit to get culture from these people. No. Nigga, 1 or 2 of them will come here. We'll see a few of them. Up until recently, we started seeing an abundance of Africans. We didn't get no fucking rhythms. Nigga, even to this day, they drums ain't like our drums. It don't hit like ours hit. What do people be talking about? We got this from Africa. We don't know fucking African to get anything from. The lies people tell be so, the lies is so fucking weak. I told y'all before, Jamaica didn't make no record player. We had it before them. They couldn't even afford it. Nigga, even in America, we always had record players. We always have records. Jamaica, they can't really afford that shit. They can't afford sound systems. That's a third world country. It's still a third world country. It was even more third back then. Back then, probably like a seventh world country. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, shit was poured in. So there is no substance of residue of traces or evidence of anything outside of America that's hip hop culture. And no one type of people have a variety of music like African Americans. Like think how different blues is from jazz. Think how different gospel is from let's say doo-wop. It's how different from how grunge is from gospel, or like let's say country or rock and roll, right? And look how different Dixie music is from, let's say, soul music. Like different groups have different types of music, but it all sounds similar. Our music, it's its own genres. It's totally different. It's totally different ways of expressing, different rhythms, different vibes that we did in a small period of time. We did all these genres within 100 years. We was only free for about 150 something years. But within 100 years, from the 1920s to now, all these genres had to pop up. That's the most influential in the world. We're the only group that have that ability and that power and that talent. Nothing like this was ever done. It could probably never be done again. Only we can do it. Only our DNA could do this. We are the gifted, talented one. We are really God's chosen children. Our fruits prove that. We are fruitful. We are talented. We are gifted with nothing against all odds. They give us nothing, and we still come up with something and more something. Not only something, we come up with better things. Look, we are the group with the least, right? That seem to come up with the most and do the best. With the least. Reparations will only make the world better because we would do better, and when we do better, the world do better. The world is literally standing on our shoulders. The world literally look up to us. It don't matter how much white people oppress us. None of that shit matters. We do the most with the least. Think about how different our genres is. Think about grunge, gospel, jazz, R&B, rock and roll, disco. These is like extremely different directions of music, but it all coincides. It all tells the same story in the same type of pain. That's what our music got. Our music got pain and stories. And nigga, see, music today don't got stories. It don't got feeling in it. That's why it's lacking. Because the more immigrants we let into our culture, the more they dumb it down, and it loses that African American feeling. When we don't tell our African American story, the music don't resonate right. It ain't the same since immigrants been in our music. We gotta get them out. We gotta not accept immigrants. We can't let the white corporations tell us who is the new hot thing. Like Billie Eilish, she's the worst fucking. This got nothing to do it with Black Americans and Caribbeans and shit. But Billie Eilish is the fucking worst type of. She make the worst music. But white people are telling us she's so talented. She's garbage. Like these Caribbeans coming like Ice Spice is garbage. Like. These selected people, Drake is the garbage. They talentless. These are hoes being pimped by corporations. But I'm gonna get back to it. Let's see the topic. We all know Jamaican ska came from Black Americans. I'm copying us. Ska, reggae, dancehall. We all know they got that from us. We all know that's imitation Black American music. They all imitated us. Fell short, so they use that act. So that's how they got they thing. Peace to them. We call Herc the godfather of hip hop. That's a false analogy. Herc is not shit in hip hop. He's nothing in hip hop. All he did was fit into hip hop. See, to be a founder of hip hop, you have to bring something to hip hop. You have to contribute, bring an element of hip hop. You can't do something under the umbrella of hip hop and think you're a pioneer. Like if we all breakdancing, right? And Puerto Ricans come and they do a dance, and they do one move, that's not pioneering nothing, because that's within breakdancing. To pioneer something, you have to bring something that we ain't got to the table. No ethnicity brung nothing. They didn't bring dancing. They didn't bring break dancing. They didn't bring turntables. They didn't bring rap. They didn't produce no beat. The first rap was Black American. The first woman of rap was a Black American woman. There was no Puerto Rican woman in hip hop. And not only was there no Puerto Rican woman, there was no Caribbean woman. There was no Jamaican woman. There was no Haitian woman. There was no woman for the Barbados. There was no other woman. So all these people saying how they was there and there was, how come every time in every category, y'all not there in every category? Okay, DJing, you had a Jamaican DJ, but they didn't start DJing. But when it came to rapping, there was no Puerto Rican MCs, there was no Caribbean, there was no Jamaican MCs until later. There was no females that was black, that was like from different cultures until later. That goes to show y'all wasn't that much invested. Y'all was just sprinkles on a goddamn cake. Oh, and the sprinkles don't get credit for the fucking cake. And that's what you niggas are. You niggas are sprinkles who want fucking cake credit. It's fucking annoying. Y'all people are so annoying. Matter of fact, there wasn't even no Jamaican dancers until niggas started whining and doing the Tixie Roll and doing the butterfly in the 90s. We wasn't even doing no Jamaican dances, no Caribbean dances. There was no Latin, like there was nothing from other cultures in it. It was like hip hop was like this. Leave that other shit at the fucking door. If you coming in, you leave your fucking ethnic Caribbean weird shit at the door and come in and act like us. If you act like us, y'all not hip hop. People had to conform to our culture to be accepted in our culture, because that Caribbean, that Jamaican, that Latino, that shit wasn't allowed. Think about it. It wasn't allowed. Think about when you was kids, right? And you could spot a Puerto Rican, you could spot a Jamaican, you could spot a Caribbean, and they came around. You would know eventually. Like, it's just they is different. So, we got jokes. We gonna cuddle them. He ain't gonna feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Only way he gonna feel comfortable is if he fight and he's down. But even if so, he still gotta change his fucking clothes. He still gotta shower. He still gotta talk like us. He still gotta catch up to the times. Everyone has to assimilate to American and Black American society. That's just the rules. Nothing else is allowed or permitted until now. Now people eventually snuck that shit in. Like, we eventually got used to Jamaicans because, we made Jamaicans famous. We put them in movies. We put them in our songs. We gave them shine. You know what I'm saying? We gave them genres. We kind of, even the Puerto Ricans, we kind of made them shine. Like, we kind of gave them audience. We accepted them. You know what I'm saying? We gave them shine. But if we wasn't not to allow none of them to get no TV shine and no credit, they would not be famous today. They would not be popular today because it wouldn't be accepted. We gave these people the platforms. We are the backs. We are the giants who provide the shoulders that they all stand on. And that's just the absolute fact. And and to go further, my grandmother's father is Jamaican, right? And nothing about her is fucking Jamaican, nigga. But it's so that culture is so irrelevant that my father didn't know that he was part Jamaican. They didn't know this shit until they was in their fucking 50s, damn near 60s. They didn't know, nigga. My grandma Jean don't possess no type of Jamaican in her. Her father is a full Jamaican and Chinese. Well, he's from Jamaica, St. Anne, but he's Chinese. He's a mix though. But nigga, she displays none of that culture at all. She's pure, like she's pure Black American experience. She's from Georgia or Florida. She's from Coconut Grove. She's from Florida. But nigga, nothing about her is Jamaican. That's how insignificant that culture is to us. That's how American. That's how polarizing we are. Nigga, we like Malcolm X. Mother was from Grenada. Ain't nothing about Malcolm X culture was Grenadian. He didn't even mention that shit. That's how irrelevant other people cultures are when they come into us. That's why I be confused when people be proud of when they be half something else. I'm half so-and-so. Who gives a fuck about the other half? That shit is trash. Give that shit to yourself. Don't bring that shit. Don't bring that weird shit around. You better not be doing. Don't bring that weird ass food and them weird ass smells around me. Keep that foreign shit to yourself. You keep that third world shit to your fucking self. You don't bring that shit. You don't bring that shit amongst Black Americans. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You keep that weird shit to yourself. You have African niggas and you have. Keep that shit. I don't want to know that shit. You give me your best Black American impression and shut the fuck up. Keep that shit to your weird ass family. Don't bring that shit around us. Imagine if we allowed them to be in our culture. Imagine we allowed them to be in our proximity. Who would they be? What would they be doing? We're the hosts, and they're just the parasites. And then when they get a little shine, they shit on us and they fuck up our thing. Like, think of how stronger hip hop will be. Think about how stronger Black American would be if we acknowledge everyone as Black American and everybody who's not from the lineage not Black at all. Like, think about if we say none of these people are Black, they're all white to us. Caribbeans are white. Everyone is white. Everyone who's not us is just white. Let's put them. They're all the same. Imagine how focused we'll be on us, how stronger we'll be, and how undistracted we'll be. These people distract us, waters down, and they fuck up our things once they're in it. Think about all these people on TV. I forgot the bitch name. Like Candace Owens, know these people, all these Caribbeans and Africans, like Joy Reid, who talk down on us in their positions that supposed to be for Black Americans. These Caribbean and African women are in positions that Black American people fought and died for, and using the positions to talk down on us and to distract us from our goals and our movement. We push them forward and they push us back. We talking about civil rights. Reparations is a civil right, and we have immigrants talking about we don't deserve civil rights. These people are the enemy, my nigga. They do not. Look, we should not have to share our fruits with these people. Civil rights was for us. Everything, the voting, that was all for us. It wasn't for them. They don't appreciate no rights or no opportunities they have as us giving it to them, or us fighting for, us leading the way. They just feel that they just got it on their own. They feel that they just made it on their own. They feel they're their own independent person. They feel that they came from their countries and came here and got successful without the help of us, without us paving the way and making opportunities. There is no Caribbean, there is no African that could do nothing here if we didn't do it first, if we ain't paved the way, if we ain't make it easy. We are the front line, nigga, and they don't appreciate shit, don't respect shit. Why should we consider them Black? Black is not in their country. Like some Caribbeans, something about this Black shit, right? My kind of thing is, Jamaicans and, some of them, they can be considered Black because, they speak English. But fuck them. I say kick them out. Kick them out. Nigga, they can be Jamaican. They can be, nigga, we taking Black as our group. Fuck them. They can be something else. They can be Caribbean. They can be Jamaican. They don't gotta be Black. They don't gotta be Black because white people, nigga, die. They can be the brown. They can be the brown. Nigga, we gotta keep, nigga, no. Nigga, we would do so much better without these thieves, these parasites, these liars, these people are fucking leeches, my nigga. And they don't respect nothing. They ain't loyal to nothing. How can someone be loyal to us when they ain't loyal to their own country because they're here? They had to abandon their family to be here. How can we expect loyalty from people who are tribal against other Africans? How could it be our allies? How could we build with somebody who never built their own country? Like, think about it, my nigga. Us aligning with them is a recipe for failure because they are already failures. They never succeeded at nothing. There's no examples of them doing nothing productive in their own country. We have all the evidence of everything. We have all the recipes, the blueprints, and the codes to everything. Why should we help others who don't give a fuck about us? They want to use Blackness. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why we got to take Blackness away from this. They use Blackness as kinship or as we the same type of person. They only get Blackness is when they only use Blackness when they want to get something from us, use our support or participate in our culture or get something that's meant for us. Like loans or like grants and shit like that, or when they want to play roles of our icons and shit like that. They want to be Black, but they ain't Black in their country. They ain't Black in their continent. They ain't Black where they from. They only Black in front of our faces, but behind closed doors when they with white people, they're not Black. They only Black when they. I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. They got. When people are allowed to cut Black on and off, they could jump in and out of cultures. They're not loyal to Blackness, my nigga. We put Black first. They put their countries first. They put their tribes first. They put all that shit first. We put Black first. Since we the only one Black, we should put ourselves first and not care about nothing else. Because they only exploit us. They only use us. Nigga, everybody's Black when everything is for the Black American. But the minute it's something for an Igbo or Nigerian or something else, then we are left out. We are the outsiders. When something Caribbean's going on, we're the outsiders. We just an Americans. And that's fine because we better than all that shit anyway. None they ever do means anything. None of shit has no shit has no significance anyway. So it's like, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit anyway. Y'all can feel like y'all don't really have nothing. So with that being said, nigga, let the dividing start now. Yes, I'm being very divisive because we was never united. It's a false unity with blackness. Y'all be falsely using blackness to your advantage. Y'all use blackness when y'all weaponize it against us. You disarm us by saying we all black because that's what we are. That's our shit. Okay, black, we fuck with black. Y'all don't really fuck with black like that. See what I'm saying? Y'all fake black. Y'all the brown. For now on, Africans, Caribbeans are browns. Not nigga, the Latinos, they don't have a color. They're the peaches, they're the beiges. That's the beige group. Nigga, the browns are the Africans and the Caribbeans, and we the black. For now on, there's no black unity. It's only black unity amongst black Americans. Pan-black Americanism. Ain't no more pan-Africanism. It's pan-black Americanism. It's black unity overall. It's black unity and brown division. That's what we doing. Y'all, fuck all that. Tired of all y'all, everything. Like, we want 100% separation from all y'all. We want all our slang back. We want all our culture back. We want everything. We want y'all to be different, completely different. We don't want y'all doing nothing like us. Even if we cool, nigga, just do what you do, talk like you do, use your slang. So when we see you, we ain't gotta guess what the fuck you are. We tired of this guessing game. We tired of y'all playing fucking charades and we tired of y'all hiding your identity. Just be who you are. Nigga, be the barefoot, funny talking motherfucker that you are. Don't even shower, use a deodorant either. Nigga, we wanna smell you before you come. De-Americanized, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You say 2 generations. Stop being, nigga. Let the American part go. Let the black nigga leave our culture alone. Just be who you are. Act like who you are. Let's see how far you go then. We be really who you are. We stop faking like you us. We stop using us. We can get off our backs. Let's see how confident y'all be then. Y'all would never do it because y'all not proud. I'm proud to be a black American. I don't act like I'm a white boy. I don't act like I'm a white man. I don't give a fuck about appeasing a white man. I don't care about fitting a white man. Like, I got fired from a job because I don't give a fuck about kissing no white people ass. Fuck, I don't give a fuck enough. I never give a fuck enough. I was raised black. All I know is black. And all I will ever be is black. Y'all learn black. Y'all adapt to black. Y'all adopt black. Our blacks ain't the fucking same. My black is black. Your black is brown. Your black want to be white. Your black want to be something else. You gotta hide your identity, hide your pride. Let your flag fly. Wear your colors. Matter of fact, everywhere you go, keep a flag on you. Let us know who you are. Tired of y'all blending in with us. I mean, tired of y'all leeching off our icons. Tired of y'all leeching off our holidays. We tired of all that. I'm tired of 100% of all of it. I don't want no more Caribbean rappers, Caribbean R&B singers. I don't want to have African Caribbean. I don't want to see none of that. All that shit is disrespectful. When I see a flag, I'm proud you got a flag, but you kind of disrespectful in our country flying a flag. That's kind of treasonous. It should be a law for that, but we get to that later. But yeah, fly your flags. Identify who you are. And this does not mean we have hostility. This does not mean like I hate or want to kill or harm any of y'all. I'm not saying that. I don't want to confuse that because this can come off as a anti, non-black American. It's not that, because everything applies to white people and everything too. But it goes without saying they know the fuck it is with me. They Asians know this is, but they don't blend in with us. We just want y'all to identify as y'all, so we can identify who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like when we come into a room, we want to know, okay, he ain't one of us, so I can't really trust him, and I don't gotta have his back because he's not like mine. Because I know y'all don't have our back. Deceptions. I mean, it's kind of fucked up because not all of them are like this, but we gotta say all. Nigga, on my last episode, I'm talking directly about how Caribbeans and blacks are not us, and then somebody from the UK gonna say, yeah, I agree with you. They're not us. Nigga, you're not like us either. You from UK. You're not black. Especially people from UK. They're definitely not black. Because y'all don't come from blackness. Y'all come from the Caribbean or Africa. Nigga, that's not, nigga, blackness is an American. And y'all don't even rock the brand right. Y'all don't even push the narrative right. Y'all wouldn't assimilate. Y'all don't create nothing. Black is not assimilation. Black is a dominant gene. We are dominant people. We dominate everything. We dominate sports. We dominate science. We dominate math. We dominate every category. We dominate everything. That's why inferior people got to team up against us and undermine us. That's why white superiority is really white inferiority, because if they were superior, you don't worry about your competition. You're superior. You don't got to keep them down. You don't got to systematically oppress them. You could beat them naturally, nigga. We are the superior people. That's why we have to. That's why people form against us. That's why Caribbeans go against us. Africans go against us. Whole continents, whole fucking islands, and the whole fucking races of people all form against us to keep us down, and yet we still shine. That's why no one is worthy to be called black besides the Black American, because nobody put on like we do. And these things are fucking up our culture, and they fuck up everything. So they don't add to us. They don't add nothing productive to us. None of them. They all come in and don't add. Marcus Garvey didn't add. Stokely Carmichael didn't add. They participated. These are participants. We confuse participants as goddamn forefathers or some shit, or some creators. Or nigga, nah, these are participants. Nigga, their creation is the Black American. We created it all, so we don't gotta give nobody credit for nothing because they don't do nothing that we ain't do first or we ain't do better. Nigga, in every category, we are the best. Everything we do, we are the best. They just imitate their best. Fuck all that. Can't nobody tell you the first Puerto Rican in hip hop. First Puerto Rican female in hip-hop. That didn't exist. So if there was 50-50, for every one something we had, they had a half. So for every DJ we had, they had a half. For every rapper we had, they had a half. For every breakdancer we had, they had a half. Breakdancing was started by Black Americans. Trixie confirmed it. Other people confirmed it. Salsa, took it from him. He ended up beating Trixie, which is both Black Americans. And the confusion was people thought Trixie was Puerto Rican because he looks Puerto Rican, but he might be this Indian. And Salsa sounds like Puerto Rican, but he is not. And Crazy Legs lied. King Mario, the original DJ of hip hop, from the Lower East Side of the Bronx, was never Puerto Rican. He blatantly lied on Drake Champs and said, like, that's what white people do. White people just lie and exaggerate and make shit up. He told a blatant lie, and it got called out by Mario's daughter. Tariq Nasheed actually got King Mario's daughter to confirm he wasn't a Puerto Rican at all. Straight from North Carolina. Ain't no fucking Puerto Ricans in North Carolina in the 60s, in the 70s. What are you talking about? Like, they just blatantly lied. They tried to lie on... They just blatantly lied. They tried to lie about Mario. They tried to lie about Salsa. They tried to lie about all these people. Like, they trying to... They doing everything in their power to discredit Black Americans. That shit is crazy. Like, why are Puerto Ricans and Caribbeans trying to take hip hop from Black Americans? For what benefit? To lift yourself up? You gotta put us down to lift yourself up? That's fucking pathetic. You people are fucking pathetic. Cologne is fucking pathetic. Crazy Legs is fucking pathetic. If you gotta lie and you benefit from our culture, you are fucking pathetic. Crazy Legs is a white Puerto Rican. That's fucking disrespectful. Knowing everything we've been through in this country, knowing we ain't got nothing, knowing we oppressed, and you still trying to wrestle our fucking morsel of a crumb that we had, all we got. Y'all want to take our nothing from us. Blasphemous. Unforgivable. These fucking liars, these fucking culture vultures are unforgivable. Because there's no reason for anybody to do that. We don't do that to nobody, but everybody can do it to us. And just walk away scot-free. Live comfortably. I disagree. Crazy Legs told a blatant lie. And Crazy Legs didn't invent breakdancing. He's a third stream, back up the breakdancing. It was Salsa Generation, then it was No. First it was Trixie Generation, Salsa Generation, and then it was the Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans didn't bring nothing. And there is no proof of Puerto Ricans hitting the ground or doing nothing. We have proof of us hitting the ground. We got us doing tap dancing. Even during tap, if you watch tap dances, they was like the first break dancers. If you watch James Brown, that nigga was literally damn near break dancing, doing splits, turning around and jumping. James Brown is not only the founder of the breaks and rapping, nigga, he was like the first break dancer. Look at James Brown work. If anybody's the godfather of hip hop, it has to go to James Brown unanimously. Herc can't have that. Because for one, Herc didn't make no beats. Didn't make no breaks. James Brown made the breaks. Herc didn't produce nothing. James Brown produced the breaks. Herc didn't rap. James Brown was rapping. So James Brown brought to the game, rapping, the break, and break dancing. he was kind of a precursor to everything. But we have other influences. Like we had Soul Train before hip hop. I'm saying us dancing from different parts of the country, tearing shit up. Break dancing before actual break dancing. There's old videos in the 20s and the 40s of us break dancing before we called it break dancing. See, things existed before we named it. Hip hop history starts when we named it, but it existed before we named it. Like America history starts in 1776, but before we was here before 1776. It's the same type of thing. All the elements existed outside of New York. It always existed within the black culture, the black American diaspora. I'm saying we all was singing, we all was dancing, we all was rhyming, we all was doing different things. Graffiti is just a background. It's just a graffiti represents the landscape of the poverty. You know what I'm saying? Now, the elements of hip hop, I think it was the DJ, the MC, the breaker, the B-boy, and some other shit, right? I don't think those are the elements of hip hop. I think the elements of hip hop are being Black American, being in poverty, persevering in poverty, music that came before hip hop, you know, the jazz, the disco, the soul, R&B, the Motown, the doo-wop, all the dances, the tap dancing, all the dances that came before, everything that came before are the elements of hip hop. And the kids of those people they put it all together and made something new. Like you had different groups of people that came together to do different things. And they all didn't meet just at Herc's party. It wasn't graffiti inside Herc's party. People wasn't really rapping in Herc's party. You know what I'm saying? That might have came later. You know what I mean? But the most important thing to hip hop today is the MC. Now, DJ Hollywood was the first MC. But even he didn't invent that. He got it from other people like Pygmy Markham, from people that came before him. You know what I'm saying? And they got it from people that came before them. So I think hip hop, I think rapping and rhyming was always in our DNA. Because think about it, even in the 20s that was rapping, they didn't start that day when the cameras came on. They had to been doing that. They had to get it from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But we just can't go far back to where they got it from because we never asked them questions. When we create, we never stopped and say, yo, we get that from, we learned that from, how long you been doing this? We never did that. But it had to be before the 1920s, 1940s because where did they get it from? We've been rhyming, we've been dancing, we've been singing. No other ethnicity in the Caribbean did that, or Africa. They have their little whatever thing they got, but it wasn't what we have. There is Puerto Rico ain't got a James Brown. Jamaica ain't got a James Brown. We didn't get influenced by Jamaica. We influenced Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? This is all documented. You can YouTube it. And Puerto Ricans and Caribbeans didn't dance with us. And I don't know why people acting like it wasn't no segregation with Puerto Ricans. It was, nigga, the 60s was just segregation. It was just segregated. These Puerto Ricans was damn near white. Why you think that it was just a fucking melting pot? Nigga, America's a melting pot, but the Black American has left out that fucking pot. We are always left out. When everybody get these benefits, we are left out. When everybody get to step up, we are left out. Everybody get to take from us. We are not equal. We don't participate the same thing. So when people think that it's a melting pot, we was nah. Hip hop brought the Puerto Ricans to us. They brought them out. Hip hop made them see us differently with their kids though, not their parents, because a lot of times the parents won't let them even be around us. Shy Rock said she seen a Puerto Rican dude, mother come and grab her out the party. So we ain't gonna pretend like we were just one big family. It was just and the Bronx was some magical spot where everyone got along, or the ethnic groups got along. That's not true. That shit was gangland, first of all. And secondly, that shit fresh out of segregation. What the fuck people was thinking? People don't know history? Like, you think we stupid? Like, to be honest though, I do feel that it would have been a better movie if we had Latinos in it, if they had Caribbean niggas in it. And I think it would have been a better experience if they had Puerto Ricans at the event. If they had Caribbeans at the event, it wasn't like that. This was an all-black affair, which is cool. This is our thing, ain't for nobody else, though. But sometimes it's good to get a different story, different perspective. But at the end of the day, what could they really say? Like, what could they really say? They can't say they started rapping. We know for a fact they started rapping, so there was no 50-50 in that aspect, right? We know we started breakdancing, so they're not 50-50 in that aspect, right? We know they didn't start graffiti, so we ain't 50-50 in that aspect, right? We know as far as the fashion go, they dress like a fucking Puerto Rican. You know you didn't want to dress like a Puerto Rican. So that's out the window, right? Where do a Puerto Rican bring any element to the game? If anything, they have to participate in it and do within. A participator is not a founder. It's not a creator. Like, think about Jamaica, right? We can't dance to Jamaican music, especially back then when it was imitating our grandparents. because back then, the ska and reggae, that was imitating R&B. We can't dance to that because they ain't had no funk. Nigga, we the fathers of the funk. Nigga, James Brown single-handedly created funk. Nigga, we had Rick James. We had Prince. Nigga, we are the funky people, even though they are literally the funky smelling people, but we make the funk music. Nigga, no one makes funk music better than us. So all we seeing today is people trying to kick us out of our own culture like they did with rock and roll, like they did with country music. But instead of white people doing it, they use, so this is in the first line of defense, the Caribbeans and the Jamaicans. They're going to use the Caribbeans, the Puerto Ricans, and Jamaicans to get us out of our culture, but it's not going to work because now it's documented. And that's why I went to support Tariq Nasheed. I didn't go so much over the knowledge, even though I did learn two more things. I learned Coke La Rock wasn't the first MC. DJ Hollywood was the first MC, but DJ Hollywood wasn't considered hip-hop. He was considered a precursor because it's like Alonzo, right, saying he started NWA when Eazy-E started NWA. So Coke La Rock would be like Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? DJ Hollywood would be like Alonzo, and Melly Mel would be like Ice Cube. As far as the MCs go, like I'm saying, like, get the fuck out of here, Hollywood. But Hollywood there, though, he representing the guy. Nigga, he insists that he started that, but him and Coke La Rock got a funny thing going. Like, nigga, he ain't started shit. That nigga was disco. He was going, nigga, it's a whole thing going on where they saying Hollywood didn't allow that hip-hop shit. You know what I'm saying? But he going, nigga, so I played was the hip-hop shit. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it's the whole thing going on. So that part was cool. That's a cool part of the movie. You know what I'm saying? And the female version, Shy Rock. I never heard of Shy Rock before. That was new to me because as far as I go, MCs go, I knew Roxanne Shante. You know what I'm saying? And I knew Roxanne, I think the white girl. Roxanne. I thought they was like the first one, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm a baby of it. I was an adult when that was happening, so I don't know the details. So I actually learned something, and I appreciate learning, you know what I'm saying? It was well worth the money. I don't give a fuck with $50. I'd have paid $50 for the movie because it's not about prices, my nigga. Look, everybody get caught up in the prices about, yo, so-and-so is this much. Listen, my nigga, we ain't the manufacturers, we ain't the owners of these places. We gotta pay people. Nigga, our overhead is more, so we gotta pay more, so we gotta charge more. Nigga, we can never compete with a Walmart or a cinema or the shit that white people go, you know we left out. Like, I know we got to charge more. Like, you know we don't own businesses. Like, I know desegregation took our theaters, took our property, took our inheritance. Y'all know banks don't give us loans. You know we don't get no funding by the government. You know everything we do is from the grassroots. Like, y'all know we fighting an uphill battle. Y'all know we don't get inheritance. Y'all know we fighting an uphill battle when it comes to, you know, we don't own theaters. We don't own Coliseums. So when we do something, we have to pay a tax. We have to pay people that pay people. We don't get nepotism. We was robbed of our generational wealth. We was robbed of our property. We was robbed of everything during desegregation. If we were segregated, we'd have our own theaters. We wouldn't have to go to white people and Jewish people, you know what I'm saying, to display our movies. So we gotta go through other people. Like, his movie theater is not even in a conventional movie. It's not in a conventional theater. I think it was like I don't know what the fuck that shit was like, but it wasn't a conventional theater. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a marquee or like a the regular theaters. It wasn't like that. So we got to go through basically a chitlin circuit when we do something. We can't get the red carpet rollout. We can't get his movie is not in every theater across the world all at once. We don't get that white privilege. We don't get that white rollout. We don't get nepotism because they robbed us of our inheritance. For y'all to say his prices is too high, I mean, it's fair. I mean, what do you expect? Nigga, when we got to get it from the dirt, we get it from the mud, you can't compete with people who own the banks, who get inheritance, who got millions and trillions of dollars. Nigga, we got to do it our way, so we got to charge more. That's how I'm be getting you niggas when y'all be saying, oh, he's charging too much, yada, 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 yada. Nah. Y'all can say he's a grifter. Y'all can say whatever you want to say about him. But if he's doing something, he's not robbing nobody. It's a fair exchange. And he getting his money. I don't get why people complain about prices. Anytime somebody black do something, like at a when a black person open a restaurant, of course it's going to be more expensive. Because we ain't manufacturing nothing in mass quantities. Like, we ain't manufacturing nothing in mass. We doing this from the dirt. We doing this out of our pocket, and we ain't getting no help. We ain't getting no banking. We ain't getting no loans. We ain't getting no investors besides the people. So for all y'all niggas be like, oh, it costs too much, y'all can eat a dick. Nigga, we was getting charged more to live in the projects than white people got to live in goddamn homes that they was mortgaging. So you know the game is rigged. For y'all to complain about prices, it's just y'all just not part of our culture. It always be these mixed mulatto people who start in trouble and instigating and causing drama that gets involved into this COINTELPRO type of talk about, oh, it's too pricey, it's too scamming. I could get when somebody's scamming, you speak up. But when someone's actually doing something, man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Especially you niggas with white mothers. Y'all white mother, man, shut up. Don't talk in our space. You don't represent us. Some of y'all niggas need blood smacked out your nose. Some of y'all niggas need teeth smacked out your motherfucking mouth. So you know you gotta pay more. Nigga, you don't spend the money on bullshit anyway. Nigga, why not support your people? I came to support. I came, and I'm glad that he shook my hand. Like, that was some dope shit. It was good energy. You know what I'm saying? We came on good energy anyway. But even for him to touch his people, my nigga, shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to the shorty with the white boots in the blue. She's kind of cute. Whatever your name is, holla at me, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You're cute as a motherfucker. If I had to critique it, though, I really would say it's good. It would have been good to have Hurt being barred up. But we know being barred is a homosexual, and he's in hiding, you know what I'm saying? You know, Tyson Campbell, you know what I'm saying, that exposed him. You know, no. Did you know Tyson Campbell and Tyson Campbell and Ben Body is a date? Y'all be watching Tyson Campbell. Y'all niggas is weird. That nigga, he's a date. He's a dime. Glaze him. He's a glaze him. Tyson Campbell used to glaze Ben Body chicken. Oh no, or no, he was a chicken and Ben Body used to glaze him. Anyway. But yeah, that's a date. And it would be cool to hear Hurt, you know what I'm saying? But Hurt can't lie. And this is the thing. This movie is really, it's exposing the truth and exposing the liars. We can't revere Hurt for his contribution. Because what did he do? He wasn't the first one to extend the break. He didn't create the break. And his party, nigga, hip-hop had to exist before his party. Think about it. One nigga can't throw a party, right? And I'm going to create hip-hop. Nigga, for one, you didn't rap, you didn't produce, you wasn't a good DJ, you didn't create hip-hop. So I don't know where the fuck this Hurt created hip-hop or the father of hip-hop. He is a student of hip-hop. He's an old-ass student of hip-hop. He is not I wouldn't consider him a founding father of hip-hop. I don't see him creating nothing. He's not a creator of nothing. Nigga, no Jamaican or no Puerto Rican is a creator of nothing. They only participate in everything. That's it. And the first Puerto Rican contribution we got to give them any props for keeping breakdancing alive, though. Because we don't give a fuck about breakdancing on graffiti. We don't give a fuck. To this nigga, I never broke dance. Nigga, my friends, we never broke dance. We never break dance. We never did graffiti. We wrote our names on the wall, gang shit, but we never did did graffiti. We wrote our hood and shit in our names. We never did graffiti. Nigga, we wasn't breakdancing. We never had a fucking cardboard box. Nigga, we wasn't B-boys. So Puerto Ricans kept that shit alive. And that's a contribution in itself. I mean, it's not a creation, it's a contribution. And it's the difference between creation and contribution. See, we saying we created shit. They saying they 50-50, but they ain't create nothing. So that's non-void, right? Or non-void, whatever that shit is, right? So that part has been debunked. We can't be 50-50 with nobody. We 100% created everything. 100%. Now, as far as the promotion and pushing the culture, yes, Puerto Ricans help push the culture. Caribbeans help push the culture. So did white people. So did the Jewish executives. They all pushed it. Now, as far as using like doctor, he ain't no fucking doctor. This is a teacher fucking colon. Teacher colon, the Puerto Rican nigga who got hip hop. Nigga, that nigga, I'm not calling him a fucking doctor. He got showed doctor of what? So this thing, Dr. Colin, he says James Brown and them use Latin instrumentation, right? And that's why Latinos, he didn't even say Puerto Ricans, he said Latinos, he included everybody, right? Are part of hip hop. Nigga, I'm sure the horn and a bunch of other instruments are European instruments. So do they get credit for it too then? If y'all get credit for a fucking merengue sound or whatever instrument, I don't know y'all instruments, but let's say James Brown used an instrument, right? And you spot this one instrument. So you saying that one instrument is the foundation of all hip hop, right? So y'all get credit for that. That means white people get credit for most shit because nigga, we invented the guitar and the drum kit, the drum set. We invented the electric guitar, the drum set, and the banjo. That's what we invented. Nigga, the saxophone, the hi-hats, all that shit is probably European. So did European get credit because we use their instruments to create our own sound? No, motherfucker. See, you are stupid. This is why you're stupid, because you're trying to You're trying to turn fucking a raindrop to an ocean by just reaching for something so small, trying to make it so big. You can't make a goddamn ocean. A goldfish can't swim in that goddamn raindrop. Nah, your contribution is minimum. It's insignificant. Everyone in hip hop, other than the Black American, is very insignificant. If we had to give credit, it would be to the Jews for promoting and destroying hip hop. We have to give it to them because they're the execs. The white people with the cameras, they have to play a part for marketing worldwide. That's their contribution to hip hop. They got it globally. But as far as creating it go, there is nobody besides a Black American that created it. The kids, the youth, and the old niggas. James Brown was an old nigga when hip hop started. But that nigga is the father of the funk. He's the Lord Chief Rocker. Nigga, without James Brown, there would be probably no hip hop. Because he made it funky. You know what I'm saying? The funky chicken. James Brown, nigga, probably got a brand new bag. Know what I mean? Nigga, the big payback. Like, nigga, the get down. Nigga, James Brown is it. There is nobody else. There's no other ethnicity have a James Brown type of dude. Or a Michael Jackson or a Tupac. Your icons is nothing. That's just the facts. I mean, y'all don't have shit. Without us, we influence the ska, we influence the reggaeton, we influence the dance hall, we influence everything. We influence y'all didn't influence us. We gave to y'all didn't give nothing to us. Big Pun whole style was Cool G Rap whole style. The best rapper never been a Puerto Rican. Now, Biggie was a dope-ass rapper. That was the illest Jamaican nigga ever to live, but he still wasn't as big as Tupac. Was he as good as Tupac? Rapping? Definitely, yes, he was good as Tupac. But he wasn't as important as hip-hop. Biggie wasn't as important in hip-hop. Matter of fact, Tupac made Biggie a star. Because Tupac didn't if Tupac didn't diss Biggie, he wouldn't have been as big. But he also used Biggie as a self-promotion, though. That was a good gimmick. Tupac targeted him, and Tupac did the strategy. Tupac was a genius. He was a genius. But yeah, y'all have no icons. Y'all have no contributions. The Jamaicans, y'all didn't pay homage, bow down. The Caribbean, your rescue Caribbeans need to bow down, get in line. Even though, Flash was from, the band, you know what I'm saying, the Barbados. Some undercover Caribbeans was around. Y'all had some undercover Caribbeans that was around, but they didn't create nothing. Flash was the dopest on the turntables, but he didn't create the turntable. See what I'm saying? He didn't create the turn. He didn't create DJing. You know what I'm saying? He was good at what he did. Like Biggie was, you say Biggie the best rapper, but he didn't create the first rapper. He didn't create rapping. That's the difference. All we were saying is, yes, y'all kept it alive with us. Y'all promoted it. Y'all got it in your country. Y'all did play a part as far as pushing the movement. Y'all was soldiers. Y'all wasn't no generals in this hip hop army. And that's just the facts. So, I want to say this too. I really don't think that Tariq Nasheed needed to make this a movie. I don't think the information that like DJ FaZe, he been on YouTube giving up the game. Green Eye Genie been giving up the game. Charlie Rock on YouTube been giving up the game. Everything we heard, everything that was being said in this movie was heard already. You know what I'm saying? They could have just made a YouTube channel, but it's not about that. It's about documentation and it's about support. So I appreciate the documentation because now they can refute this and you can't. They got some heavy hitter OGs. I mean, nigga, you can't really. Now it's documented. Instead of white people taking our narrative, Tariq Nasheed took our narrative, and that needed to be done. And it don't matter what he charged. They can support it. But I do feel Yvette Carnell and Tone need to start doing it. It's just like they need to start doing documentaries too. It's more than YouTube. Do documentaries. We're gonna support y'all the same way. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all FBA. Y'all don't want to hear that ADO shit. But I don't give a fuck about none of y'all tribalism. I don't give a fuck about y'all tribalism. You Black American niggas. Nigga. And in the movie, did not one person say there was FBA too? They all said Black American. There was no FBA in the movie. There was only Black Americans. Each and every artist says, I'm Black American. Black American. Black. Did nobody say FBA? Nobody say ADOS. So, you ADOS FBA, tribal dick riders and fucking fan club niggas, y'all niggas is weird. We just black Americans. But I get it. If it's a movement, Echo FBA, fucking I'm with it. If ADOS is a movement, fucking I'm with it. But I feel that we need to start doing more documentations and having events like this. I feel everyone in the space need to start putting together documentaries. And even some niggas' names. The B1 nigga and the niggas gonna show their faces. Them niggas gonna show their faces. I think they need to start doing documentations too and doing movies and shit too. Why not? Fuck YouTube, nigga. Let's start meeting the people, bringing the people, giving the nigga Tyreek did it. He's leading by example again. Tyreek Nasheed is he's trailblazer, my nigga. He did it with the books, did it with the Hidden Colors. This nigga he's a leader in his own right. Much respect to him. But I'm not a dick rider though, so you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a hater too. I would never go against none of them. I won't go against none of them. I won't even go against Umar if he ain't simping. I mean, I won't send him no money because, you know, I won't send him no money though. But I would support him if he got an event. If niggas need to make documentaries and movies like this and bring the people out. I'll go to each one. Always hit the East Coast up, nigga. I will always be there. If it's on the East Coast, y'all gonna see me every fucking time. But yeah, that's my review, man. So in summary, it's undisputable that nobody but black Americans created DJing, created graffiti, created the rappers, produced the music, style, the B-boys, the 5%. Oh yeah, the 5%ers played a part, you know what I'm saying? And this is what people fail to realize too. During that whole time, that 70s, 80s, at that time, we wasn't too confident in our Americanness. So we was reaching for African, we was reaching for, we just fresh off the Black and I'm Proud movement, Black Power, Pan-African, Africa type shit. That was that thing. So consciousness was us thinking that we was Africans and we was kings and queens. That was ignorance. That was ignorance to a degree. We are Americans. Nigga, when hip hop was started, we was already in America for hundreds of years, for generations. But we wasn't confident in our Americanness like we is today. Nigga, we ain't no fucking Africans. We American. We are the American. We are the culture. We are the influence. We are the example. We are the perseverance. You know what I'm saying? We are the standard. We are the litness. We are the royal bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Like we are everything. We are American history. We made American history. We make American history. We are the inventors. We are the creators. We are the entrepreneurs. We are the trendsetters. You know what I'm saying? The movie could have been better though. It could have had like a Rakim, Cool G rap. It could have had some real heavy hitters though, even though they ain't pioneers, but they are the most influential. You know what I'm saying? Like Kane, they could have had them in there. But I guess it cost more money. Yeah, it feels like Juan B and, Peter Guns. I don't know why the fuck they was in there. Totally irrelevant. Kid and Play was way more relevant than both of them. It was a good movie. I give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7.5. You know what I'm saying? Just because I knew most information. Like to make it a 10, to make this movie a 10, you would need Bam Bada, you would need Herc, you would need Crazy Legs, you would need Lash. You would have needed these people to be in it, you know what I'm saying? Because even though they're not creators or nothing, they still are big names. You know what I'm saying? But, you had them in a hot seat and they'd have been forced to tell the fucking lie. And I didn't want to see them separate. I want these motherfuckers in the same room. I want them to debate. That's what I want to see. I want to see hip hop, I want to see a goddamn debate. Everybody was in their own room, so it was kind of like everybody could say what they want to say. Flow how they want to flow. That's cool. But I really want to have niggas like, nigga, you're lying. Nigga, that's some bullshit. That's all I want to see. But I really appreciated Trixie, you know what I'm saying? Cornbread was a crazy motherfucker. That nigga he had a impulsive disorder or a compulsive disorder, just spray paint every fucking word. Like, that nigga had an obsession. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was crazy. He probably had a mental issue or something. All ops, nigga. Y'all not black. Caribbeans, and none of y'all black. None of y'all black American. Stop doing black American shit. We don't need y'all. We don't want y'all. Y'all all corny. We are better than y'all. We are better than y'all because it's our shit. Y'all trying to top us at our game. Nah, we don't need y'all doing nothing we do. Do what you do. Do what you do. Y'all so fucking corny. Y'all so unoriginal. Y'all so fucking sorry. Y'all so fucking lazy. This invent something. This create this. What? God, y'all can't do nothing without us. Everything y'all fucking do gotta be biting us. Everything y'all do gotta be mimicking, and y'all can't do nothing without us. We can't have a culture. So our culture is just an open door policy. Y'all can just walk in. You supposed to accept y'all. I'm tired of seeing y'all fucking in my algorithms. I don't know why the fuck they think I want to see a Caribbean bitch make rap or an Asian or an Indian rap. I don't want to see none of that shit. That shit is insulting. Y'all are imitating. That's not flattered. I'm not flattered by y'all imitating my culture. I'm appalled by it. I'm appalled by Busta Rhymes. He's appalling. Fat Joe rapping is appalling. Cardi B is appalling. Nicki Minaj is appalling. None of these Caribbean and Africans know. Oh, y'all appalling. If you black American watching this, don't never give them a comment, or don't never watch this shit. Nigga, let's boycott everybody that's not a black American. Let's see how far they go where we don't accept them no more. Because why should we accept them? Nicki Minaj was mad at that. Michael Jordan B had a little Caribbean drink. She was mad at him. Meanwhile, this bitch used our whole culture to get rich. But she mad that he used a name for his drink. Nah, get her the fuck out of here. Her carnival, her feathers, her weird ass, her fucking with her potato ass and her French fry legs. Get the fuck out of here. Won't Nicki Minaj? Cardi B, get the fuck out of here too. I like Cardi B more than I like all of them though. I like Cardi B. I do like Cardi B. But her potato ain't got French fry legs. Her potatoes got like wedges. Her legs kind of match, so I fuck with Cardi B a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She a slob. I don't fuck with no slobs, Crip gang. But y'all trying to take over hip hop like white people took over country music and rock and roll, and we just not having it. We ain't our parents. We ain't our grandparents. Y'all got a whole new nigga to deal with.